I'm Mike Lee. I'm the Chief Deputy of the Harris County Sheriff's Office, and with me is several members of our command staff here tonight, and also Chief Satterwhite and members of the HPD command staff. And unfortunately, we're coming to you on a sad day here in Harris County. We've lost one of our deputies in the line of duty tonight. First, I'll say, we know this has been a very trying time with Hurricane Beryl for all the citizens of Houston and Harris County. And I first want to say that the officers and the deputies in this county and this city have been working nonstop, 24/7, to keep the citizens safe. And that's what you'll hear play out tonight as I described what happened with our young deputy. About 10:10 p.m. tonight, a call went out regarding an aggravated assault at a Little Caesars Pizza at the 16,500 block of Wallaceville Road. Our deputies responded along with some of our investigators who were out working the 12-hour shift overtime. Right now during the storm, we've had all of our personnel, all of our officers working 12-hour shifts, and during the night we have a lot of our detectives and undercover employees out doing proactive patrolling, guarding locations such as pawn shops and gun stores, liquor stores, and looking for looters. And that's what these detectives were doing tonight when they heard the call go out at Little Caesars. They checked by with patrol at that location, learned that the clerk had been assaulted. What happened is senseless. The suspect came into the location to pick up a pizza that he had ordered. He was upset because the order was incorrect, then began assaulting verbally the employee, and then produced a firearm and pistol whipped the employee, and then fled the location. The employee at Little Caesars was able to identify the getaway car by make and model, color, and license plate. And our detectives and our officers GB'd or put a general broadcast out on that information. And so other detectives working undercover throughout the night, they started looking for that vehicle. One of our detectives had entered that vehicle license plate into the what's called a flock camera system, and saw that that vehicle had a history of flock hits in a specific geographical location. And so several of those detectives moved to that vicinity and started looking for the vehicle. They went to the location that they thought the vehicle may be. They didn't spot it, so some of the detectives broke away. One of our detectives went back to the location where they thought the suspect vehicle may possibly be, and he did locate it. He did notify his team members that he believes he has a suspect vehicle, and he was setting up on it. There was some confusion at that point at what happened as far as the transmissions, whether his radio was having difficulty, but we know he had a phone conversation with one of the other detectives to let him know that he did have the suspect vehicle in sight, didn't have the suspect in sight. And then during that phone conversation, our deputy apparently was ambushed. The other detectives in the area went to his location, and at that time they saw his undercover vehicle with multiple gun strikes in it, and they checked on him, and he had suffered numerous gunshot wounds. They extracted him from the vehicle, and due to the severity of the injuries and the adjacent location of this hospital, they decided it was probably in the best interest not to wait for EMS, and they placed our deputy in one of our patrol vehicles and rushed him here to the emergency room where he succumbed to his gunshot wounds. We have 2 locations that we have SWAT teams set up on right now. We believe we have a good idea who the suspect is. I have no doubt between the forces of the Harris County Sheriff's Office and the Houston Police Department that we'll have this suspect in custody in a very timely manner. And then we'll allow the criminal justice system to play its course. The suspect, his description, he was very vague from the complainant at the store. It was a black male, black shirt with a hat, wearing a jersey with unknown writing on it. We don't know his age. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the family. This deputy has been a member of our agency for 5 years. He's a member of a very elite task force. It's the Violent Persons Task Force. This group every day goes out and hunts down child rapists, homicide suspects, some of the most egregious criminals out there. And that's what they do every day for a living. And he was very good at his job, very well thought of. And so, you know, like I said, it's been a tough time for all the citizens. It's been an extremely trying time for law enforcement in Harris County these last 3 days, working 14, 16-hour days. But they've done it without grumbling. They know this is the time when these natural disasters occur, that we just basically suck it up and we get out there and we protect the public like we are sworn to do. So with that, I will open it up to any questions you may have.
Is there any surveillance video at the Little Caesars?
There is surveillance video. We have our high-tech crimes experts out at the scene processing the video. I think it'll be very helpful in the investigation. I feel very confident, like I said, in the investigation and our ability to find this suspect in a very timely manner. If the suspect happens to see this, he needs to do the right thing and turn himself in.
And you think the suspect lives in that neighborhood because of the license plate trackers?
Without being too specific, we do believe, at least we know the car comes back to that vicinity. Whether he's living personally in that vicinity or is just driving that car, I can't tell you that.
And residents that live in that area, should they be looking out for a certain type of person or call you guys if they see something that's unusual?
Yeah, I mean, you know, right now everybody's on edge. I believe that neighborhood right there is also one of the many, many neighborhoods. I think we still have over 1 million people in the city without power. People are on edge just because of that. So I think they're doing a good job right now looking out for suspicious activity anyway. So continue to do that. If they do see someone that you know, matches that description, I know it's pretty vague at this point, do call the Harris County Sheriff's Office and or the Houston Police Department.
Thanks, Chief.
Okay, thank you all.